Amplissime cancelleri, placetni tibi ut officium incipiet.
Placet.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our ceremony of graduation. It's great to see you all here. Please remain standing for the prayer of invocation given by the Reverend Canon George Porter, who is the Anglican chaplain with our campus ministry.
Let us pray. As we begin again this 182nd Encaenia of UNB, we rightly pause for a few moments of reflection and thanksgiving. We give thanks for the men and women who have made this glad gathering possible, both those who have gone before us, as well as those staff, administrators, and faculty who have given their time to impart the knowledge and skills marked in the degrees granted to students today, in the lives these students will live, and in the contributions they will make in the days and years ahead. We give thanks for parents, friends, and family who have stood behind and who have walked with these students through the years of study. And of course, we give thanks for these many students who have worked hard, studied long, played with abandon on the journey toward the future, a future that opens now before them with a myriad of possibilities, hopes, and fears. We pause to remember those who didn't get to this celebration. We look back over the time here at UNB and give thanks. We look around at those gathered and we give thanks. We look toward the unformed future, forward to discovering our parts in shaping that future, and we give thanks. For all these gifts and many other unspoken, we give thanks. Amen.
Please be seated. Your Honor, Mr. Chancellor, members of the Board of Governors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most especially of all, our graduates, welcome to this, the most celebrated event of our UNB calendar. And I have to say again to you, graduates, congratulations. You're going to be told that many times this afternoon. Friends and family of our graduates, welcome to this ceremony. A graduation celebration is a fitting end to our 225th anniversary celebration as Canada's oldest English language university. And what a year it has been for us, with national recognition for our faculty, including Diana Austin of our Department of English here in Fredericton, winner of one of Canada's highest teaching honors, a national championship for our men's hockey team, and the opening of this amazing new facility, the Richard J. CURRIE Centre, which is named in honor of our Chancellor and made possible with his generosity. Thank you, Chancellor. There are a few special people here at the university who worked extraordinarily hard on this complex building, beautiful as it is. Barb Nicholson, Reed Branch, Lauren Steves of Acadia Construction. They really did a marvelous job getting this building ready for this special day. And I want to congratulate you on the class of 2011 as being the first to receive your degrees in the CURRIE Centre. And I cannot think of any better way to mark its recent opening by celebrating your achievement here today in style. However, I do want to take a few words to give you some thoughts about our province and its future. I'm reminded of a person I've been spending some time with, talking to recently, David Campbell, the economic consultant in Moncton, who has a desire to write a book 40 years from now, and that book will be called How New Brunswick Became Canada's Economic Powerhouse. That's a powerful thought for me. and I devote a lot of thought to thinking of how we might play our role in writing that book. I want to start with the phrase, smart New Brunswick. What would a smart New Brunswick look like? We would begin with our people. We would have the highest literacy and numeracy rates in the country. We would have the highest proportion of people with trades certificates, community or design college diplomas and certificates, the highest proportion of people with undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. We'd have the highest post-secondary participation rates in the country and the highest proportion of people who speak 2 languages or more. We would have the highest proportion of engaged citizens that care about creating opportunities for themselves and for others. We'd have the most innovative and productive economy in the country. We'd have the highest per capita rates of business investment in research and development. We'd have the highest rates of engagement between our universities and the communities around them. We'd have the best understanding of economic and social development of any jurisdiction anywhere in the world. That sounds like a place I'd very much like to live. And I want to pose a special challenge to our graduates, that they think hard about their role in that New Brunswick. Today is the culmination for you of years of hard work and determination. As each of you prepares to write the next chapter of your individual journeys, I sincerely hope that the memories of your time here at the University of New Brunswick are remembered with fondness and with affection. And I hope that we, the faculty and the staff, your fellow students, and yes, administrators, have contributed in some small way to your success now as you prepare to join the many thousands of UNB alumni now spread around the globe. You know, I spent considerable time when my children were small coaching soccer and hockey. And when they were little, I thought of the 2 phrases, the 2 things I wanted for the children on the teams that I coached were, first, that they learned to work hard, and second, that they learned to have fun. So that was always our team motto, work hard and have fun. And then they got a little bit older, and I started to think that wasn't actually enough. Every child had a shift of some kind, and I said to them all as they came off the field, did you make a difference? When you go out there on your shift, you want to advance the play of the team in some significant way. And so the motto of the teams became work hard, have fun, and make a difference. And now that I find myself at the University of New Brunswick, where one of our mottos is indeed make a significant difference, I really feel I've found a welcome home. And I would challenge all of you to think about those 7 words as you go forward in life, to work hard, to have fun, and to make a significant difference. At this time, I would draw your attention to page 16 of the program. The medals listed will be presented during our Encaenia ceremonies. All other medals and prizes appear below the recipient names in the graduation list. These medals and prizes will be presented at a faculty awards ceremony or can be picked up at Financial Services Office in the IUC. On behalf of the university, may I congratulate all of these recipients, and let me express the hope that they will maintain the high standards that they have demonstrated in qualifying for these awards throughout the rest of their lives. I would now ask the Vice President Academic, Dr. Tony Secco, to assist the Honorable Graydon Nicholas, Lieutenant Governor of New Brunswick, with presenting the medals.
Through the generosity of His Honor, Lieutenant Governor, a silver medal is awarded each spring to the outstanding graduating student in each of the faculties on the Fredericton campus. At this ceremony, we will present the medals in Business Administration and Kinesiology. The Medal for Education is awarded at the fall convocation. I would ask each winner to come forward as your name is called to receive the medal from the Lieutenant Governor. The Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal in Business Administration is awarded to Zhaoling Zhang. The Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal in Kinesiology is awarded to Jillian Denise Lockhart.
At this time, we will confer the honorary rank of Professor Emeritus. The candidate will be presented by the Vice President Academic.
The Professor Emeritus distinction is awarded only to retired faculty members. Criteria for the honorary rank include teaching performance of exceptional merit, extensive research, publication of unusually high quality, creative contributions to the administration and development of the university, and a record of professional conduct that indicates fair and ethical treatment of students and other members of the academic community. Candidates must be approved by the university's Board of Governors. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Stewart to come to the front of the platform. Dr. John Stewart to be Professor Emeritus in Education. John Stewart has made significant contributions to the University of New Brunswick in teaching, scholarship, and service, as well as to the broader field of counseling psychology in Canada and internationally. From the time he arrived at UNB in 1990, Dr. Stewart worked tirelessly to build a coherent and substantial Master of Education program in counseling psychology. Well regarded as both a classroom teacher and graduate supervisor, he incorporated innovation into his courses and was nominated several times for teaching awards by students. Dr. Stewart has proven himself as a scholar. Through his numerous refereed publications and presentations, he has done much to advance the field of counseling psychology in Canada and abroad. Not only has he admirably fulfilled his teaching duties, he has also taken on the duties of Director of Graduate Studies for his division and Director of UNB's Bhutan project. As such, he greatly expanded UNB's presence and influence in that country. He also had a major impact on the developing field of career counseling in Bhutan. In each role that he has undertaken, he has been committed to doing the best possible job. Dr. Stewart retired in 2007 after nearly 20 years of exemplary service at UNB and remains a presence in the faculty, continuing to teach in the Master of Education program. Insignissime praeses, amplissime cancelari, tota universitas, commendo vobis Johannem Stewart, ut ei conferatus honoris causa professoris emeriti in hac universitate.
Ego confero tibi, Ioanni Stewart, ob manera tua huic universitate diu, et insignitur explicita titulum ac statum professoris emeriti in Universitate Novi Brunswicki. We will now proceed to the conferring of an honorary degree. The recipient will be presented by the University Orator, Dr. Gordon Mason.
Misha Brugger-Gosman to be Doctor of Letters. Fredericton-born Misha, our Misha, is one of Canada's best-known sopranos and a rising star on the international stage. Misha began singing in her church choir, and with Mabel Doak as her teacher, her talent developed as she participated in the Fredericton Music Festival, Fredericton High School musical productions, and summer music camps in Rothsay, New Brunswick, and the Boston Conservatory. After studying with the gifted New Brunswick soprano, Wendy Nielsen, Misha attended the University of Toronto, graduating with the Bachelor of Music degree. She made her debut to great acclaim even before she graduated in the premiere of the opera Beatrice Chancy, which was filmed for the CBC. Early on, she received several awards, among them the grand prize in the 2002 Jeunesse Musicale Montreal International Competition and first prize at the Dutch International Vocal Competition. Although only 33, Misha has already performed at Carnegie Hall and the Kennedy Center with all the Canadian major symphony orchestras. Her 2009-10 schedule alone included performances in Los Angeles, the Netherlands, South Korea, St. Louis, Cincinnati, not to mention her stirring rendition of the Olympic hymn at the opening ceremonies of the 2010 Winter Games in Vancouver. She also made her debut with the Simon Bolivar Symphony Orchestra in Venezuela under the baton of Sir Simon Rattle. Known in some quarters as the Barefoot Diva for her habit of performing shoeless, Misha is definitely a diva. What is a diva? She embodies versatility as a classical, jazz, and gospel singer, combining a high level of musicianship with a charismatic stage presence, and perhaps runs a little behind time sometimes. Her recordings with the CBC and the prestigious Deutsche Grammophon label have yielded several nominations for awards. Just last month, she won an East Coast Music Award for Best Classical Album. She's been nominated for a Grammy and for 3 Junos, and in 2008, she won the Juno for Best Classical Album. She's given a Royal Command performance for Queen Elizabeth and has sung for numerous world leaders, including Nelson Mandela, Kofi Annan, and the Queens of Denmark and Norway. In addition to her strenuous concert schedule, Misha has lent her voice and energy to several social causes. Locally, just last December, she joined with local folk musician David Miles in a concert to raise money for Hospice Fredericton. She is a goodwill ambassador for 3 international organizations: the African Medical and Research Foundation, Learning Through the Arts, and the World Wildlife Fund. This has taken her from primary schools in New Brunswick to displaced persons camps in Uganda. Misha has become a TV personality as host of a European cultural variety show and appearances in Canada on Bravo, MTV, and Much Music. As a subject of an episode of CBC's genealogy program, Who Do You Think You Are?, Misha learned that her ancestors came to Nova Scotia in 1783 among the Black Loyalists fleeing the American Revolution. Her 4 times great-grandparents settled in Fredericton, and it somehow seems fitting on this, the 225th anniversary of UNB, that we honor a person so deserving of recognition and whose New Brunswick heritage is as old as the university and the province itself. Insignissimi praeses, amplissima cancelari, tota universitas, praesento vobis Misham Brugger-Gosman, ut admitator honoris causa ad gradam doctoris in litteris in hac universitate.
Ego admitto te, Misham Brugger-Gosman, honoris causa, ad gradam doctoris in litteris in Universitate New Brunswick. It is now my privilege and great pleasure to invite Dr. Misha Brugger-Gosman to address this Encaenia. Dr. Brugger-Gosman.
Your Honor, Chancellor Currie, President Campbell, members of the University of New Brunswick faculty and staff, my fellow honorees, students, parents, families, and friends. It's so good to be home. I was born in Fredericton, and the University of New Brunswick has played a huge role in my life. I learned to swim here. I went to the summer training camp for speed skating up on the field up there. The one and only co-op I did was at Memorial Hall, while Robert Courtguard was the musician in residence, the wonderful pianist Robert Courtguard. Not to mention the countless nail-biting Fredericton Music Festival classes and final concerts that also took place at Mem Hall. And all the time I spent at the New Brunswick Archives researching my family's genealogy. For who do you think you are? My brother has 2 degrees from the University of New Brunswick, 2 of his 5. His wife is also an alumnus of UNB, and as are many very close friends of mine. I saw DJ Jazzy Jeff and Franklin Graham at the Aiken Center, not at the same time, and a ton of Fredericton Express games, back when they were the Fredericton Express. So it's good to be in my hometown, and I am so incredibly proud to be receiving an Honorary Doctor of Letters today. I've been blessed that my career has taken me to many corners of the globe. You might think my talent is to be able to sing, but that's only half the story. What I believe I actually possess is an ability to focus. I believe that excellence is not an act, but a habit. Yes, it takes thousands of hours of practice to become a professional opera singer, and I can tell you there are times I'd much rather be drinking coffee down at Paradise Imports, but I believe my life truly grounded itself when I learned the power of simplicity. Multitasking has become multi-living. Facebook rules us, and email is the new snail mail. That's insane, but don't give in to the hype. People who focus on doing one thing well, people who keep it simple when all around them is distraction, those are the ones who come to the end of the chapters of their lives, not unlike this chapter for you, students, having the most to show for it. So replace quick and dirty with slow and steady. Go for quality rather than quantity, depth over speed. Focus on doing the right thing rather than doing a lot of things. Replace cyber relationships with real ones. Find your gifts and use them to sustain yourselves and those who are physically around you. And get ready to work harder than you ever have in your entire life. If you don't feel ready, get ready. We all face challenges and obstacles. Over the past couple of years, I have had some of my highest highs and lowest lows. My aorta exploded, and I had to undergo emergency open heart surgery. I sang at the opening ceremonies of the Vancouver Olympics. At the same time, some of my most important relationships fell apart. But then I recovered enough, physically and emotionally, to achieve my long-term goal of becoming a Bikram yoga teacher. I asked myself a lot of important, painful questions and got myself back to center. So it's okay and absolutely essential to seek the answers to your life. My big dream wasn't necessarily to sing for Nelson Mandela or accompany the Governor General around the world. My dream was to just be paid for what I'm good at. That was it. Vague, but precise. And that was the goal on which I set my heat-seeking missile-like focus. All I'm really saying is take the next step in the general direction of what you think you want to do. There's a big temptation to take the summer off. There's a temptation to say the job market's so bad, I'll take anything, or even I'll take nothing. I'll live in my parents' basement, play video games, join a fantasy sports league, and just wait the hard times out. That would be bad. You always have a choice. Nurture your one great love, your one great skill, your one great dream. It may be a small and seemingly indirect step, but always move forward with it. Goethe said, whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Creativity is a competitive advantage, not just for a university or a university town, but for a country and the world as well. And creative people are in more demand now more than ever in the world. I'm not just talking about opera singers or instrumentalists or painters. I'm also talking about software writers and content providers and English majors and kinesiology specialists. So please don't limit your dreams to here and now. Give them a chance to grow beyond the sound of your own voice. I would also like to address that sneaky little trickster in your head who can talk you out of just about anything. Fear. Do not do yourself the disservice of being afraid. Afraid of failure, afraid of success, afraid of trying. Take fear out of your vocabulary. It's nothing but a horrible excuse that will keep you from achieving the goals you were meant to reach in the short time we have on this earth. Lots of people may tell you you're graduating into a harsh world. One of your most valuable assets will be your ability to adapt. I invite you to become excited and stoked about the possibility of creating a market for yourself. That's why I say stay focused and use your creative instincts to pounce on anything new. A degree may give you knowledge, but knowledge without wisdom is useless. The problem with being young is that we're all very naive, but naivete needs mentorship in order to be honed into wisdom. Proverbs 13:20 says, "He who walks with the wise grows wise, but a companion of fools suffers harm." In other words, essentially, if you hang out with idiots, it's contagious. But thank God the opposite is true as well. If you surround yourself with the best, eventually it will rub off, guaranteed. Find out who is at the top of your field. Find that person and orbit their planet. I have found that when I reach out with humility to someone who has information that I need to get better, I've only had positive results. Finally, your life has a purpose. You are meant for great things. All of you, not one of you is not destined for greatness. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future, Jeremiah 29:11. This is pretty cool for me. Thank you so much for your time and attention. It's been an honor for me to be here with you today and to share in the joy of this wonderful occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bruger-Gosman. What I heard you say was live without fear, be bold, be creative, and I will summarize the last part of your speech by saying, sapere auda, dare to be wise, the motto of our university. We will now proceed to the conferring of degrees in course. May I extend to all of you who will graduate here today the warmest congratulations of the university. When you first came here as a student, you became part of the UNB family. And today, all of us, faculty, staff, students, your friends, teachers, family, have gathered here to share with you in your pride in reaching this important milestone in your lives. We recognize your hard work and your sacrifice, and we wish you success and happiness in the future. We hope that you will always value what you have learned here at the University of New Brunswick, and that you will forever remember your alma mater with fondness and affection. As each of you receives your degree today, you will be presented with a University of New Brunswick alumni pin by the UNB Associated Alumni. We will begin with the bachelor's degrees, followed by the master's and doctoral degrees. Candidates for the bachelor's degrees will be presented by the university orator.
The bachelor's degrees of Business Administration, Science and Kinesiology, Recreation and Sports Studies, and Education. Candidates will remain seated for the supplication. Insignissime praeses, amplissima cancellare, supplicans senatui et hic venerabili collegio gubernatorum. Hi baccalaureae vel scholares in facultate administrationis, rerum negotiarum, in facultate kinesiologica, in facultate educationis. Quorum nomina ac studia emerite cognita sunt e promulgata, ut admittantur ad proprium baccalaureae gradum in sua quisque facultate.
Placetne vobis senatores, placetne gubernatores, ut hi supplicatores admittantur.
The supplicants for all the bachelor's degrees will now stand for presentation by the orator and admission to the president. Insignissime praeses, amplissima cancellare, tota universitas, praesento vobis hosci supplicatoris in supra dictis facultatibus, ut admittantur ad proprium baccalaureae gradum in sua quisque facultate, testorque illos, quo ad omnia quae statuta nostra requirent, aptos idoneos esse.
Ego admitto vos ad gradum baccalaureae in Universitati Novi Brunswicki.
Please proceed in your assigned order onto the dais for individual acceptance. The Dean of Business Administration, Dr. Dan Coleman, will present the Bachelor of Business Administration diplomas. Bachelor of Business Administration with honors, Olugbenga Simeon Ajay. Dino Joseph Bernard. Colleen Teresa Marie Burns. Joel Ivan Calhoun. Jesse Robert Chamberlain. Rebecca Ann Clark. Pierre-Luc Cyr. Brody Patrick Donovan. Kaylee Elizabeth Ellis. Franz Daniel Hargo Muljo. Julia Alice Hurst. Leanne Marie Jeffries. Sarah Jane Kennedy. Babajidi Gobalan Komalafi. Nadja Vladimirovna Kordasova. Cheryl Dawn McDonald. Lacey Dawn Matchin. Sarah Jane Muzzerall. Dipendra Prashad Pradhan. Stephanie Carmel Russell. Ayla Saad. Jordan Tyler Thompson. Madison Lorraine Tracy. Isabel Trum. Rose Ann Barbara Underhill. Lauren Elizabeth Vale. Janessa Dane Vandenberg. Yaya Zachariah Al-Rafi Ali. Elizabeth Kathleen Allen. Pablo Esteban Alvarez. Michael Ivan Ballum. Luke Gerard Beaulieu. William Scott Whitney Carter. Jason Ryan Clowater. Vanessa Diane Fowler. Danielle Jean Gagnon. Omar Khaled Ragab Hassan. Stephen Edmund Mader. Alex Sean Molgard. Stacy Lynn Murray. Brendan Louis O'Shea. Melissa Ann Perrin. Adam Lawrence Perry. Christopher Adam Reed. Kasha Shalini Sankar. Lisa Eileen Solty. Christine Chachenko. Gregory Francis Toole. Martin Adrian Tremblay. Jane Finot. Anahi Viteri. Xiaoling Zhang. Heather Lynn Hughes. Bronwyn Mosher. Bachelor of Business Administration, Kyle Lee Bailey. Patricia Elaine Bell. Jordan John DeWinter. Annalisa Diane Howard. Ryan Thomas Albert Hunziker. Courtney Ann Palmer. Sebastian Ramirez. Charlotte Benedict Sandra Polson Roderer. Alan Shirko Alpasha. Mohammed Salah Eldin Bakr. Jeremy David Blom. Dukuzamunga Boniface. Christopher Michael Chandler. Kyle Robert Clark. Joshua William Cogswell. Mathieu Luc Collin. Daniel Roy Kraus. Jordan Michael Davenport. Timothy James DeGauss. Ma Hussein Elbaz. Mai Hussein Elbaz. Hasham Mustafa El Nahas. Ryan Mason Ferguson. Jared Neil Medley Fox. Christopher John Arthur Gallant. Amy Kathleen Ganong. Marilyn Jose Godin. Peter Timothy Goggin. Nathaniel Haley Graham. Jenny Michelle LeBlanc. Laura Emily Higgins. Kelly Marie Hughes. Robert Joseph Kelleher. Charit Katari. Levi Everett Richard Lawrence. Heather Lynn Long. Kathleen Elizabeth McPherson. Randolph John Madsen. William Harvey Mahar. Pierre-Louis Martin. Andrew J. Maxwell. Mandy Marie Mazerol. Nicholas Raymond Kenny Mazerol. Karen Marlene McKinney. Mohammed Atris Ahmed Mohammed Youssef. Elizabeth Ann Northrop. Andrew Craig Pearson O'Leary. Aman Prakash Obrai. Cecilia Louise Paul. Jody Ann Peeling. Suzanne Margaret Peters. Audrey Stephanie Marie Quintard. Samantha Michelle Richard. Chantal Julie Robichaud. Melissa Ann Rogers. Sheena Santlau. Joshua Lee Summers. Erica Alicia Sparks. Samantha Lee Stanford. Candace Melissa Trenholm. Brian Gary Von Richter. Sandra Ann Ware. Mark Kenneth Wasson. Denica Martina Ann Weir-Cotmore. Nicole Maria Wong Chong. Danielle Alfreda Woods. Tianlin Zhang. This concludes the granting of the Bachelor of Business Administration degree. The Dean of Kinesiology, Dr. Wayne Albert, will present the Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and Bachelor of Recreation and Sports Studies diplomas. Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology with honors, Michelle Marie Giroir. Anthony Alvery Hickey. Andrew Roy Hubbard. Quinn Francis Mercer. Craig Donald Prime. Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, Shirley Elizabeth Avery. Krista Ann Cale Betts. Josiane Marie Aurore Bourque. Nicholas Blair Creelman. Nevin Cameron Edouard Duplessis. Catherine Nicole Farah. Kate Ovilda Foran. Melinda Jean Forster. Stephanie Lynn Gilcash. Elizabeth Jane Hallett. Alyssa Megan Hunter. Colton Eddington Jonah. Jillian Denise Lockhart. Monica Ann McLeod. Nicole Alma Rose McCann. Christopher Darren Renouf. Lila Elizabeth Rhinelander. Caroline Grace Spindler. Caitlin Danielle Waugh. Emily Elizabeth Wetmore. Jillian Elizabeth Babin. Chelsea Dawn Beckett. Stephanie June Bernard. Danielle Jean Bonifant. Dion Todd Gregory Brake. Sherry Lynn Clouston. Allison Grace Clow. Megan Alexandra Corby. Elizabeth Lauren DeLevy. Rebecca Melanie Dobbin. Caitlin Margaret Doyle. Amanda Dawn Eastwood. Jillian Ann Freeman. Travis Joseph Godet. Ashley Elizabeth Hines. Luc Benoit Jaet. Laura Lee Keefe. Jeffrey Stephen Albert Lidstone. Caitlin Ray Lidstone. Bethany Lee McKay. Tracy Ann McKenzie. Stephanie Rosalind McClay. Verna May McLean. Chad William Shane McNeil. Marissa Lee Morse. Samantha Lees Munn. Davin Allen Nogler. Allison Marina Russell. Benjamin Levy Thibault. Barbara Ashley Timmons. Nicholas Michael Vautour. James Avery Wilson. This concludes the granting of the Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology degree. Bachelor of Recreation and Sports Studies with honors, Teresa Ann Glassford. Bachelor of Recreation and Sports Studies, Joshua Russell Assel. David William Campbell. Catherine Ann Godette. Cara Kimberly Haslam. Kendall Ralph McCann. Emma Carey Russell. Jeremy Christopher Steeves. Amy Lee Acker. Justin Scott Allen. Jonathan Michael Brown. Steve Dustin Chan. Thomas Allen Lloyd Charters. Sean Matthew Cunningham. James Maurice William Edwards. Kelly Lynn Fitzherbert. Allison Aldea Foster. Caitlin Dawn Foster. Heather Ann Gallant. Mackenzie Ellsworth Graham. Michael Andrew Johnson. Taylor Joseph Johnson. Angela Marie Kilpatrick. Justine Alicia Laporte. Sean Andre LeBlanc. Jenna Danielle McLeod. Danielle Marie Maynard. James William McGuigan. Darcy Walter Lawrence McKinney. Brian Wendell Munn. Wendell Charles Price. Erica Lee Ruddock. Andrew David Maxwell Russell. Spencer Gabrielle Schmidt. Adam James Burrow. This concludes the granting of the Bachelor of Recreation and Sports Studies degree. The Dean of Education, Dr. Ann Sherman, will present the Bachelor of Education diplomas. Bachelor of Education, Farah Lynn McMillan Augustine. Melissa Marie Dedham. Melissa Karen Ellison. Catherine Allison Forbes. Mona Louise Francis. Cara Kimberly Haslam. Serena May Sock. Maxine Sabrina Ward. Joanne Yvonne Westall. Rosalie Ann Barlow. Katrina Marie Clare. Mark Joseph William Doucette. Catherine Ann Godet. Hazel Vivian Pickering. Kristen Ann Raymond. Jessica Rose Sackaby. Abigail Eva Stewart. Lillian Gale Barlow. Clayton Alexander Buckingham. Ashley Dawn Catherine Connolly. James Morris William Edwards. Jenna Catherine Esliger. Allison Jennifer Ferris. Kelly Lynn Fitzherbert. Peter James Kelly. Shannon Patricia Labrec. Stephanie Bronwyn Lord. Erin Christina McLean. Monique Marie Michaud. Jennifer Ashley Miller. Amanda Taryn Dawn Morgan. Melissa Ann Purley. Michelle Helen Randalls. Laura Susan Roger. Danielle Tessie Taylor. This concludes the granting of the Bachelor of Education degree.
We shall now confer the master's degree in course. The candidates will be presented by the Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Edmund Biden.
The master's degrees in education, arts and sport and recreation studies, science and exercise and sport science, and business administration. Candidates will remain seated except for those who are standing up for the supplication. Insignissime praeses, implicime cancellari, supplicant senatui et huic venerabili collegio gubernatorum, he baccalaureae vel scholares in facultate educationis, in facultate kinesiologica, in facultate administrationis rerum negotiosarum, quorum nomina ac studia iam rite cognitus sunt et promulgata, ut admittanter ad proprium magistri gradum in sua quisque facultate.
Placetne vobis, senatores, placetne gubernatores, uti supplicatores admittanter.
Placet. The supplicants for the aforesaid master's degrees will stand for the presentation and admission by the President. Insignissime praeses, implicime cancellari, toti universitas, presento vobis hosca supplicatores in superdictus facultatibus, ut admittanter ad proprium magistri gradum in sua quisque facultate. Testorqua ilios quoad omnia quae statuta nostra requirant, aptos et idonius esse.
Ego admitto vos gradum magistri in Universitate New Brunswicki.
You will now proceed in your assigned order onto the dais for individual acceptance. The Assistant Dean of Interdisciplinary Studies, Dr. Linda Eyre, will present the master's diplomas. Master of Education, Laura Lucinda Anderson. Jenna Louise Bamford. Heather Bell Williams. Karen Lee Burpee. Penny Ann Decker. Holly Lynn Doak. Jose Lynn Fagan. Eleanor Marie Foran. Avenel Dolores Fortune Johnson. Barbara Ruth Gallant. Beverly Carol Graves. Miles Randall Green. Ellen Marie Hatt. Cheryl Louise Hayes. Jacqueline Ann Hetherington. Monique Ava Hurley. Neil Burns Jacobson. Paula Ann Jardine. Kimberly Lynn Landine. Deborah Ann Larson. Catherine Mary Lewis. Amy Lee Marie McMullen. Christy Lynn McAllister. Tanya Christy McGrath. Mark Ensor Nicholson. Audrey Christine Norman. Andrew William Peters. Nicole Danielle Pickett. Lori Ann Redmond. Jenny Lynn Rowett. Tanya Monique Roy. James Donald Ryan. Paul Georges Sad. Yvette Suzanne Seeley Jones. Margaret Alice Shepard. Janice Maureen Simons. Elizabeth Ann Simpson. Tanya Dawn Elizabeth Smith. Leslie Ann Smythe. Marcel Marie Thériault Michaud. Matthew Dirk Van Ralte. Sarah Alexandra Vlug. Marie Ann Walsh. Catherine Glenna Waugh. Sina Elizabeth Williams. This concludes the granting of the Masters in Education. Master of Arts in Sport and Recreational Studies, Sarah Bethany Wagner. Master of Business Administration, Justin Andrew DeMerchant. Megan Laura Mary Donahue. Nazar Mohammed Falata. Timothy William Fraser. Tracy Michelle Hands. Myron Anthony Malia Dare. Andrew Patrick Murphy. Parisa Naravanian. Asiya Noruzpur. Helen Adiyinka Omaseni. Judith Ann Orr. Julia Ramirez. Irenia Roussel. Adam Lawrence Ryder. Andrew Hunter Shorn. Karina Catherine Wong Chong. This concludes the master's degrees.
We shall now confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidate will be presented by Dr. Biden.
The degree Doctor of Philosophy, the candidate will stand for the supplication. Insignissime praeses implicime cancellari supplicant senatui et huic honorabili collegio gubernatorum Natalie Jane Lutwick, Education Studies, Magister ut admittanter ad gradum doctoris philosophiae.
Placetni vobis senatores, placetni gubernatores, ut haec supplicatrix admittator.
Placet. Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy will come forward and stand before the dais for admission. Insignissime praeses implicime cancellare tota universitas presento vobis sine supplicatricum ut admittator ad gradum doctoris philosophiae testorque ilium quoad omnia quae statuta nostra requirant aptum et idoneum esse.
Ego admitto te ad gradum doctoris philosophiae in Universitate New Brunswick.
Please come onto the platform. Natalie Jane Lutwick. Dr. Lutwick has investigated warmth and authority in teacher-student interactions and demonstrated differences in teaching by student gender and ability. Her findings will inform teaching practices in the elementary school years. This concludes the granting of degrees in course.
Congratulations, graduates. Please note that an English translation of your diploma has been placed in the folder behind the parchment. Now, as our 225th anniversary celebrations draw to a close, it is my pleasure to introduce a new tradition at UNB. You, the class of 2011, will be the first ever to receive the limited edition UNB coin. I'd like to thank all of those who made this new tradition possible, from the committee who worked hard to get the coin just right, to the associate alumni who made a significant financial contribution in support of the project. And we hope that this coin will carry your individual memories of a life-changing experience at UNB and serve as a reminder that when you combine an ambitious goal and personal dedication, you can attain anything. Maybe more importantly, let this coin be a symbol that you were, are, and will always be part of our family, the worldwide family of thousands of UNB alumni who work to better our world each and every day. We hope you hold your coin with pride, because we are certainly very, very proud of you. We know you leave us with more knowledge, a greater sense of community, and the potential to make a significant difference in the quality of your own lives and the lives of those you touch as you take the next step in life's journey. Congratulations on a job well done.
Well, that seemed to be an enjoyable experience, at least for some. This year's grad class committee has continued a legacy that was introduced in 2010. It's called Pay It Backwards. The concept is for the current graduating class to help those graduating the following year by raising funds for student prizes. This year's committee has added a twist, focusing on grad class participation rather than just the dollars raised. The goal of the 2011 Grad Class Committee is to inspire 100% of the graduating class to support Pay It Backward with a $1 contribution to create 3 student prizes for the class of 2012. I'd like to commend the 2011 Grad Class Committee, President Lisa Solte, Vice Presidents Patricia Logan and Allison Fridella, and Scott Kelly, Christina O'Brien, Jocelyn So, Drew Cameron, and Sela Latte for the time and effort they've dedicated to grad class activities this year. And they are still hard at work. They tell me that donations to the Pay It Backward Fund, the legacy, are being accepted at the diploma framing stations here in the lobby and at the Encaenia Tea following the ceremony. I would like to take the time to thank each of you, the members of the graduating class of 2011, for the contributions you have made to the University of New Brunswick community during your time here. What you have given to us as volunteers, as athletes, club members, as mentors to others, and to friends will always be remembered and appreciated at our university. And now, we have a welcome to the new alumni of our university given by Larry Hashi, the president of the UNB Associated Alumni. Larry.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the more than 70,000 alumni around the world, it is my pleasure to welcome you, the class of 2011, as the newest members of UNB's Associated Alumni. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Today is a time for celebration, a celebration of your achievements and the realization of a major life goal. Today is also a time for goodbyes. Goodbye to the place you've called home and the people who have become part of your extended family. Goodbye to a place that, whether you realize it or not, will have played a big role in helping shape who you are today and who you will become. Like many before you, you've left a piece of your soul at UNB, and I hope you will also bring a bit of UNB and of Fredericton and of New Brunswick with you wherever your adventures take you. As mentioned earlier, my name is Larry Hashey, and I have the privilege of being president of the UNB Alum, Associate Alumni, and these ceremonies mark an end to my 2-year presidency. I served with many other dedicated and proud UNB alumni, all who volunteer their time and their treasure to support our beloved alma mater. Many of you are now, all of you are now alumni. And you may want to know exactly what that means. Well, first, let me explain what it does not mean. Although the UNB alumni and its association have given millions to UNB and have provided hundreds of thousands in scholarships to many current UNB students and has sponsored many UNB sports teams, you will be happy to know that we will not be calling you for a donation. We do not call for donations. UNB is a fine donor relations group that does that. In fact, as you've seen today, we're actually giving you something. And although it's a small token of our appreciation, we hope that you carry it with you everywhere. When you receive a welcome to the UNB alum as you did today, it certainly means that you have stood on the shoulders of others and of many generations of UNB alumni who have built the buildings we study, live, and play in, coached, sponsored, and supported many of our sports teams that we've enjoyed, provided funds through scholarships, bursary, and loans to many UNB students who may not have afforded an education otherwise, and lobbied governments to fund UNB expansion to serve our provincial aspirations. Today, an alum is not just a title, but it is a responsibility to become the newest generation of stewards and guardians of over 225 years of tradition, excellence, and service to our province. As you have now become alum, and as such, you must be prepared, perhaps several years from now, when you're ready and best you can, to help the next generation of UNB students, no matter what corner of the world they come from, reach their goals, realize their dreams, and stand on your shoulders to take their place in building a New Brunswick that can stand on its own 2 feet, a New Brunswick that immigrants think of as a destination rather than a stopover, and building, as Dr. Eddie Campbell says, a smart New Brunswick. And he assures us that this can be done if we simply multiply the talent that sits right before me. All is possible, and we're counting on you to do it. So no, becoming a UNB alum is not just a title or receiving a pin or receiving a coin. It comes with a set of expectations, and we're counting on you. Don't worry. As president of the UNB alum, I have visited chapters all over Canada and the world. I have met with UNB alumni who are world-class researchers, entrepreneurs, engineers, and pioneers. And just last year, we heard the story of UNB grad Julia McLaughlin, who, as a senior director of Microsoft in Seattle, was asked by one of her employees which university her child would soon be attending. Julia responded, well, the University of New Brunswick in Canada. Surprised, the employee, who was expecting UCLA or MIT and was himself a graduate of Harvard, asked with a slight sneer, why would you send them there? And she responded with, well, I have a UNB degree and you work for me. In many ways, UNB grads punch well above our weight. And sometimes we're a little timid about telling the world about how great we are, how smart our students are, and that UNB grads are simply better looking than most. Well, we're not timid today because the secret is out, and you, the class of 2011, are the best and brightest that we have to offer. The world awaits the promise that you can bring it. Rest assured, your UNB degree will serve you well, and like many successful alum ahead of you, you'll be able to hold your own in any context, anywhere, and with anybody. Class of 2011, we are very pleased to be a sponsor with the Vice President's Office and Dr. Tony Seiko of our newest tradition, the granting of the UNB coin. You are the first to receive it. Be sure you bring it with you wherever your travels take you as a token of your time with us and your tie back to UNB. As you venture forth, dare to dream, never take a backseat to anyone. Now get out there and change and conquer the world. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Larry, and congratulations on a wonderful 2 years as president of the Associated Alumni. We're very grateful for your support. Thank you. Again this year, the graduating class has asked that the Valedictory be presented at Encaenia. The valedictorian for this ceremony is Elizabeth Hallett of Florenceville, Bristol, New Brunswick, who received a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology today. Ms. Hallett, I invite you to deliver the valedictory address.
Your Honor, Mr. Chancellor, members of the Board of Governors, Mr. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates. Good afternoon and congratulations to the graduating classes of Business Administration, Education, and Kinesiology. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the faculty of the university for providing us with the gift of an education that will last a lifetime. Each one of us has a unique story of how we got here today. From the first time I thought about attending a post-secondary institution, I knew I wanted to come to UNB. It's kind of an unspoken tradition in my family. My father graduated with a Bachelor of Business Administration in 1978. One of my aunts graduated also with a Bachelor of Business Administration in 1985. My uncle graduated in 1988 with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering. Another of my aunts graduated from UNB in 2006 with a Bachelor of Nursing, and my sister graduated in 2010 with a Bachelor of Arts, majoring in political science. Today, I continue that tradition. This is where I was meant to be. Some may say I came here because it was close to home and that many of my friends were attending the university and it wasn't a big risk. While all of this is true, I will never regret my choice to come to UNB. My experience here has been a life-enriching one. I've met many amazing people who are sure to be remarkably successful in life. I've been blessed with many opportunities to be involved in the university and in the community in many different ways, such as taking part in research studies, volunteering, peer mentoring, proctoring in residence, and being part of the UNB cross-country team. Our positive and negative experiences shape who we are. I believe that there is a plan for each of us. I believe that everything happens for a reason, and although that reason may not be clear at the time, one day we may look back and realize that things happened exactly as they should have. Throughout our lifetime, we will experience great change. In our time here at UNB, we have seen many changes, most notably the completion of this magnificent building we have the honor of graduating in today. In 2010, the year of UNB's 225th anniversary, we saw a former Jones House converted into C.C. Jones Student Services Center. In 2009, we were pleased to welcome our new president, Eddie Campbell. Although today is a day of celebration of our accomplishments, it's also a day where we have to say goodbye to many people who we have grown very close to over the past few years. The people beside you have been with you through it all: the procrastination, the midterms, the paper, the late night cramming for exams, and the celebrations that followed. Though this day may mark the successful completion of our degrees, it also marks the beginning of something, whether it's a full-time job or, like myself, more school. Today is certainly a day to be celebrated. We have been given the gift of education. What we've learned here in these last few years didn't happen only in the classroom, but within the entire community. Our interactions with professors, members of the community, and each other have enriched our lives. I encourage you to use the knowledge you have gained here at UNB to make a difference in the world around you. The only real failure in life is the failure to try. Do not lose your sense of accomplishment that I'm sure you are filled with today. I sincerely wish you all the health and happiness that life can offer. Although we can never be certain of what the future holds, I believe that our accomplishments being recognized today will leave us with great opportunities for success. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2011.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. On behalf of the Chancellor, the Board of Governors, the Senate, and the faculty, I extend to all who have received their degrees here today our most sincere congratulations on your achievement and our very best wishes for the future. You should know that these few days in the spring and in the fall are the happiest days for most of us here at the university as we take pride in your walk across this stage. Way to go. I'd also like to offer a special thank you to the St. John String Quartet, David Adams, Larissa Chitty, Paul Campbell, and Sonia Adams, as well as trumpeter Robert Dutton, for providing the superb music we enjoyed today at our 182nd Encaenia. Thank you. And I would also like to thank all of those who have assisted with the arrangements for this Encaenia. As you may know, this is our very first time in this particular venue, and that comes associated with a whole lot of new stresses and tensions as we try to figure out how to make this a memorable experience for you. And the people who have worked tirelessly to bring this day to you, we're very happy with them and their work. Let's thank them. At the conclusion of this ceremony, which is upon us, the graduating class will plant a tree just outside the main entrance of this building on the left through that exit over there. Then you are all cordially invited to attend the Encaenia tea in the Dun Kid Tibbetts Dining Hall just up the hill. I would also like to mention that the Associate Alumni will be offering a diploma framing service at the Encaenia tea. It is now my great pleasure to invite Shane Armstrong, a student in the Bachelor of Arts program, to come up onto the platform and lead us in the singing of O Canada. Would everyone please rise and remain in their places until the academic procession has retired. Mr. Armstrong.
Our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard